Friends, family, and other creatures of the sea, welcome back to a high-level game between, in the top left, spawning as our red Terran player playing for Onsite Gaming. It is Maru. And in the bottom right as our blue Zerg, also playing for Onsite Gaming. We have Solar. A Terran versus Zerg between teammates. Always is interesting, and I'm actually kind of curious how Maru is going to be playing it. Seems that he's opening up with the 2-Rex Reaper that has been ever popular ever since he started. I want to say he introduced it at DreamHack Atlanta, but he might have been playing it before as well. I remember a lot of Zergs players saying that it wasn't so hard to play against, but yet when I see the win rate of this build order, it tends to be relatively high. It opens up with 3 Reapers and then can go into any type of follow-up possible. I've seen Battle Cruiser, I've seen Hellbat All-Ins, I've seen Banshee plays, 2-1-1 type of plays as well, depending on the map. So we're going to have to wait and see what it is going to be here for Maru, but it is going to start with a couple of Reapers. He actually got the unlucky position here, as his tech labs and reactors are going to be on the outside if he wants to get them. So that's a little bit unfortunate. Second depot is on the way on the wall, as it should be the case. And this is all played off a single gas. You can afford your first 3 Reapers just with that single gas. That's no issue whatsoever. And then you can just get your command center down. Your command center is delayed by a little bit, of course. Usually it would have gone down already. The command center starts 1 minute and 39 seconds into the game majority of the time. This time it's going to be delayed by, I think it's like 25 to 30 seconds or so. So we should see it go down right about, now-ish. So, yeah, solid 30-second delay on that command center means you have 2.5 SCVs less. So if you can force out links, or if you can deal damage to SCVs, basically killing 2 drones or 3 drones, you're usually fine. Now, of course, we also need to take into account that this does delay your tech. Your factory is later, your starport is going to be delayed as well. So Solar can cut some corners for a bit longer, delay spores, for example. Spread more creep the moment you get speed out, because there's nothing that can contest your creep in the sense of Hellions. First 2 Reapers are here. Let's take a look at the micro that Maru can showcase. And is going to showcase. There we go. Triple Reapers into the main base. Creep tumor has been built there. 1 queen for now. 6 links are out. Gotta make sure to deny any of these Reapers really getting behind the mineral line. Something you don't want. Metabolic boost finishing up in 25 seconds from now. And once that finishes up, this party is over. And it's over in a big way. Now, there's an extra jump-in spot here on Grassvan that Maru perhaps wants to utilize, but so far it's been a very successful defense here. I mean, what have we really lost? 2 links, that's it. Now these 2 queens jumping into position, making sure they can deal with this. Speed finishing up right about now. Where's the links? They're moving across the map rather than defending. This would have been world's easiest defense. Instead, Solar says, hey, maybe I can actually clear a reactor or a tech lab, or maybe even both. There we go. Tech lab gets taken out. Reactor should be the next target. That's really going to delay the marine production here. Reactors take 36 seconds to build, and losing a full reactor basically means 4 less marines. Because for every 18 seconds, you can get 2 marines out. So with this move, killing a tech lab and a reactor, I think he basically won 5 marines of production time, as well as delaying the stim upgrade. That is a beautiful move here. That is an absolutely fantastic move out of Solar. What did he end up losing at home as a result? He lost 1 worker, did not clear the Reapers. So the question is that worth it? Denying the potential for marines, but instead taking a little bit of damage. I think it might be, because it probably allows you to get to a higher drone count a bit faster, allowing you to cut later and have an easier time against those medevacs and marines. First medevac is on the way out. Follow-up will be, triple CC. Factory pumping out Hellions at a high pace as well. Double E-base coming in. 48 workers for Solar. 37 workers for Maru, who now should swap the starport and the factory. Yeah, there we go. So it's a 4 Hellion drop into a 2-on-1 build. And then a reactor on this factory. So mines are going to be the answer here. Do you want to pick that up? No, you don't. You don't want to reveal your Hellions, perhaps. I think that was the plan, but maybe it would have been better to actually reveal the Hellions after all. 6 queens move towards the main base. Will deal with this drop without any issue at all. Medevac is going to get targeted down here. I think it will actually die. And not that many queens are going to... Or sorry, not that many drones are going to fall. 2 drones go down. 4 Hellions and a Medevac die. Very good start here for Solar in this game. In a fabulous position. The only thing Solar is lacking currently is upgrades. Decided to rush into Lair for quick bailing speed instead. Has a 4th base about 50% done as well already. So... yeah, I'm loving this spot here that Solar is in. I'm absolutely in love with this spot that Solar is in. 5 Banelings being researched, double Evo chambers coming out, and more gases coming in as well, going up to 5. Feeling that Hydra Link Bane vibe that Solar has been playing around with for a little while already anyway. This is not that many Marines. This should have been probably about 16 Marines. Instead it is 12. So definitely 4 Marines are missing out of this army, and you can feel that it's a small amount. It doesn't look so powerful. It doesn't look so strong. Queen almost gets taken out, but Solar is in time. 65 workers against 57. We're going to keep an eye on that. At the same time, we're keeping an eye on the upgrades as well, in which Maru has pulled ahead a little bit when it comes to that timing of the upgrades. Are barracks 4 and 5 here yet? Yeah. 3, 4, and 5 all building their reactors at the same time. Hydra then on the way for Solar. In order to properly start mining here from 4 base, probably want to go up to 75, 76 workers. It's good saturation. 5th base should be in the works as well. So we have a 4 Medevac drop here on the bottom side with 1-1. A decent Marine count, but without combat shield. Centrifugal finishing up soon as well. As a bunch of Banes actually went into the main base, anticipating an attack there. But instead, the attack comes over here at the 4th. Queen's in trouble. Banelings need to start moving forward right now. 1, 2, 3. No, 2 queens go down. Spore could target down the low Medevac. Does not quite. Second Spore is also helping out as these Marines move into a good defensive position. Meaning that Banelings need to start rolling in. Without Banelings, no party here. And the Medevacs move away right now. Might get hit once or twice by the Spore. Yep, there we go. 1 more hit by the Spore. It's not going to be enough. 134 supply for Solar against 126 of Maru. Throwing down a 4th base. Throwing down a 2nd factory. And adding these scattered depots to... well, I'm not sure why they're being scattered around like that. Maybe to block a little bit more. Maybe you can put a tank behind it and deny the surface area for links in the future. There is a move that I've been thinking about, where you leave a tank in here and then you surround it with depots. I think that would be a very powerful defensive tool. Or you put a Hellion back here and you put a depot in here. You know, it's something like that. So even if you F2, the unit stays, and it's a good defensive tool. I think that would actually be pretty sick. Oh, big mine shot here going down. We have 1 more mine landing here. Some people doubt that the mine landing ever truly happened. But it definitely did happen. How else did these 12 drones die? I know I have no video proof, but you just gotta believe me on my word there. 2-2. 85% done. We have 6, 7, and 8 barracks coming in as well. So despite Maru kind of slow start here, he's really ramping up the pressure, keeping the creep on a very, very short leash here. Very short leash. This dog is not on a leash at all, by the way. Look at this guy. Just chilling around. I always found it funny that the dog is the only critter in the entire game that you can't kill by attacking it. Oh. Marauder's gonna get taken out. Oh, this guy survives. The way to clear the dog critter is by clicking it 16 times and then it explodes. Or you can use spells on it. So Storm... or a Disruptor Purification Nova also takes it out. I was very surprised to learn that. I thought it was just an invulnerable unit, but no. It still behaves like a critter, you just can't attack it. It doesn't have HP, like all other critters do. Lurker then has a follow-up Hive. Now, this is most likely a fake Lurker then. I'm not quite sure why Solar keeps building it and then never using it, but that seems to be one of his trademark plays. Often stays on Hydra Lingbane Viper for an extremely long time, and then eventually transitions into 2 lurkers. Those lurkers die, and then he goes back into Hydra Lingbane. That is pretty much the standard Solar pattern that I've witnessed over the past few months, the past year or so. Ooh, here comes a flank. Lots of links. Mine. Oh my god. 22 kills on that mine. 5, 3. This was some huge mine shots. Solar in a bit of trouble because of that. Lost over 10 supply against a single mine shot. That's not quite what you want in life. As 4 Marauders are being pumped out at a time. 3-3 is on the way. And the sensor tower is being thrown down over here on the 4th base. 5th base coming out for Maru as well, as he continues his high eco, high number of bio type of play. A very aggressive style, focused on denying creep and denying bases. Ghosts are being mixed in as well at this point already, and these are some fantastic tank positions that can be found here. Look at this, bam, straight in the smoke. Having a tank in smoke is always good. Unless it's on fire, then it's less good. Oh, lurkers are out, so it seems like a switch from what we usually see out of Solar, which is a bigger focus on Vipers initially, over going for these lurkers. Now, lurkers do force a Zerg often to be kind of defensive, and I'm not sure if that is going to help Solar in this game. Against a lot of Terrans, being forced into the defense, you know, it's like, nice, a long macro game, that's going to be great. But against Maru, I'm not sure if you actually want to play late games against him, because he's pretty good at it. He's known to be probably the best late game player in the world. So having to play a late game against him it's not really a treat. Imagine there was a tank over here right now, just shelling from behind the depots. Could have helped you out, my friend. Instead, you lost 3 ghosts and a tank. Gonna have to send an email to Maru. Dear Maru, listen to this idea. I'm a 5.3k Terran player, and I have invented a new way to defend your base against Zergling Rambais. I don't need credit or money. I just want you to hear me out, and then you decide what it's worth. It's a good sales pitch. Oh, there goes the mine drop. Told you the mine landing was real. Matter of fact, gets taken out, still had 1 mine in it. This guy hardly did any damage though, like half a worker. It's not good enough. How many CCs are on the way right now? 3. There's 1 done here. So the total orbital count is currently on 4. It's gonna go up to 6 or 7. As the creep spread is looking terrible, I think is the word I want to use. Pretty garbage. Not very good to be in a crap position. Almost no creep tumors out. Paling Hydra here, just moving around the map, looking for an angle. Are those lurkers still alive, or where are they? Yeah, okay, so he built the initial lurkers. Built about 3 lurkers, lost them. 4 lurkers. 4 lurkers, lost them, and then decided to go into Hydra Lingbane Viper again with a very heavy focus on links. 106 links. Do we have Adrenal? Yes, there's Adrenal. There's no 3-3 yet. That means there's an upgrade deficit here for Solar. Doesn't seem to care as he starts marching forward. Oh, EMP actually hits that Viper. Nice play out of Maru. No parasitic bomb is going to be available. Baneling flank coming in. Not going to connect with any of these Marines. The high damage output a little bit too much for the for the Bane boys. As 2 more command centers are under construction. It's going to bring the total of orbital commands potentially up to what, 7, 8? Depending a bit, of course, on the distribution between planetaries and orbitals. Maru seems to double expand there, seems to want to double expand here. There's a lot of ghosts. 17 ghosts, good splits coming out as well. Lots of Banes on the way. 11 lurkers coming in too. Lurkers not so great often against ghosts though. As Cloak does get utilized here. Single Overseer is all there is to fight against these ghosts. A quick right click should be capable of taking it out, but it's not what we're seeing. Instead, a lot of ghosts are being blasted here. As the lurkers went... Well, wait, we're actually... Oh, they're going for a counter-attack, but this base can just lift. This is defended by a single tank, second tank, couple of mines as well. Let's take a look here at the first person. Maru immediately spots it, starts moving in position with the Liberators as well, and lurkers can shoot up. So this is going to be a very easy defense here for Maru. We're going to stay in first person for a little bit to see what his plans are. Resources lost is 14,000 to 20k. As Maru adds another orbital command here. Going to be bringing that total up to 7, 8-ish. Scans the lurkers. Sees him. This is a very quick screen movement. This guy's mad. Planetary on the bottom side is going to be repaired here. Baneling's not in position. Lurkers were ready to go there. This moves a little bit too fast for my liking. Planetary goes down. Target fire on the base, target fire on the base. Oh no, control out of Solar, who is going to rotate and try and kill this base, but losing 12, 13 Banes definitely did not help there. Still Planetary. Don't go down. You can't be serious. This Planetary also in a bit of trouble, but probably will also survive here. These Liberators are going to show up and push these units away. If these two Planetaries had gone down, that could have definitely changed the outcome of this game. Maru is not that rich, his income isn't that high, and losing these bases would have been a major blast to his eco. Of course, there's still plenty of orbitals to take the place of the Planetary, but it's not quite as secure. Marine Marauder moving forward right now is going to be capable of taking out this hatchery. What's the follow-up going to be? 36 Banes. We still have the Lurkers around as well. What's the Viper count? 0. No Vipers. Pure Hydraling Bane Lurker. 196 supply of units here for Solar. And, well, it's now or never. Needs to win this fight. It becomes important. He's pretty much out of gas. Lurkers get taken out before the fight. Baneling's trying to get connections. Not quite working. Nidus network on the way, but... seems like Maru has different plans for this game. He's continuing to push across the map. There's a lot of Marauders here for tanking. Lots of tanks for shooting. And Ghost for sniping as well. Baneling is getting completely blasted here. Ghost moving forward. Baneling count not high enough to engage into this once more. Snipes can go down. Instead we see the auto attacks of the Ghost still. Tanks in the back dealing some damage. Ghost count still pretty okay at 9. We see the snipes go down on these Hydras. Pew, 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 pew. As Lynx try and get some damage on these Ghosts, but it's not going to be enough. I don't think so. Army supply 83 against 58. Baneling's moving forward as the tanks with the focus fire. So far not on the Banes, but will take him out in the end. Nidus network has finished up, but also feels like Maru has finished up this game. Still at 77 army supply against 60. Good flank here. Takes out the tanks. I feel hope again for Solar. Do I? Do I feel hope? But really? 9 Ghosts being pushed out here. The income for Solar is still good on 82 workers, but just doesn't have the units to break this position. And continuously rallying into that means that whenever you retreat, you're going to end up losing Hydras to these Ghosts. And that is not quite ideal. There we go. Pew, pew, pew. As 4, 5, 6 Hydras end up going down. Mute? No way. Yeah, it's a wild play, but not a very good play. There's 4 tanks out and still 2 Ghosts. It is so little units, but I think Maru knows he has won at this point. He's just rallying across the map. GG gets called. Maru wins the game. And Solar taps out. Exciting little game here with a Reaper rush coming out of Maru. Didn't deal a lot of damage, but in the end, once he gets going and he gets some momentum, he's almost impossible to beat in this matchup. Solar tried his best, but it wasn't good enough. That's going to be it for me today. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see all of you next time for a new video. Thank you so much, and bye-bye.